What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Talks with DHAWKS. I'm Divine, and I'm here with
B-Rye.
B-Rye?
B-Rye, a.k.a. Brian.
That's your name
AKA,
now? That's your name in the streets now, B-Rye?
They call me B-Rye, B-Mystery.
Brian?
That's the normal.
Can I just call you Brian?
You can call me Brian.
All right, cool. So you just said right now that you want an iPhone. You switching over?
I don't know about switching over, but definitely for video production, I think iPhone got it.
That's the only thing you would say that
that's
iPhone got?
That's the only thing that iPhone got. Yeah, I got the best picture quality and the best video quality.
So if a kid came up to you and was like, Brian, B-Mystery, I want a phone. Which one should I get? Galaxy or iPhone?
I'll say if you're more in the artsy, artistic,
basic, like everybody
I don't know
else.
about basic, because some art people who produce art, I don't see them as basic. I see them very talented.
Art like what?
Art like drawing, live animations, tattooing, picture taking, stuff like that. Things that I feel like I would never be good at. So I would tell them get an iPhone. I just feel like that's better for them. Now, if you're like some tech nerdy type, data analytical, super paying attention.
You okay with having more settings, more features?
Yeah,
all that?
Yeah.
Get a Galaxy?
Yeah, I get a Galaxy. I've always been Galaxy. I never owned an iPhone.
You know what's crazy? I had a Galaxy in high school, and then I switched over when I was like 17, 18. My first iPhone was like an iPhone 6. No, 7 Max.
So what made you change?
FaceTime. I just wanted to FaceTime. Everybody in my crib was FaceTiming people, and I'm the only one still watching, what's that movie app? Showbox?
Showbox.
You know what I'm talking about? I had Showbox. I was watching Showbox. I was hyped. I was the only person in my crib watching movies on my phone, but everybody else was FaceTiming. I said, you know what? Nah, and then girls would be like, oh, green bubble? Like, what are you doing, green bubble? So I switched over.
Trust me, the iPhone users will try to pass down embarrassment for having an Android.
They will judge you.
I'll tell you a funny story. I went to a club in Miami one day.
Mm-hmm.
I went to give the girl my number after we were talking, and she's like, yeah, let me grab your number. I give her my phone. I give her this phone.
That brick?
She grabs my phone, and she goes in front of the club, in front of everybody, yo, this nigga got an Android.
For real?
I was like,
what you thinking when she did that? Like, you looking at her like, what?
I said, yo, you a dumb bitch, because I probably got way more money than you, and you over here trying to embarrass me because I have an Android.
You don't even got a wallet on you.
At the end of the day, when we left the club, that bitch was walking home, and I pulled up in the fucking Mustang like, have a nice walk. Haha.
You are the type to be petty like that.
Nah, bitches are deserving of that type of
that behavior,
of that type of energy, because like, bro, I could have been your soulmate, or the nigga that you could trick on, and
she
whatever.
shut it down because of the phone.
She shut it down.
Now she's probably still looking for a man.
All that gave that to me, all the message that she gave out to me is she's materialistic. That's it. Like, I've never.
So that's not a good standard?
I've never. No, hell no. What the fuck is that? Like, if I'm going to talk to a girl.
Yeah, and she says, no, I can't date you because you have an iPhone. That's not a good standard?
I'm like, bye, bitch. You sound like a headache in the future.
I can't fuck with you because you got a Galaxy and I'm team iPhone. That's not a good standard? In 2025, that's not a standard? That means she's materialistic?
I'm telling you, the standards now in this day and age are all fucked up.
It's all wacky?
It's
all messed up? What's a stupid standard? Because there could be standards, no? So what's a stupid standard to you? What's a standard that's like, come on?
There's a whole bunch. There's too many. I'm trying to think right now which will be one funny one.
The iPhone one.
The iPhone one that's dumb as hell. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Have you yeah, you have right now. Has that happened like two? Like multiple times?
Bro, I've never had that happen to me. So
that was the first time?
That was the first time. So for a girl to do that, I was just like,
what the fuck? This shit is real. These memes are real.
I dodged the bullet.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, and it's funny that it happened in Miami, where people give so much attention to materialistic things. So I kind of,
you feel like Miami and New York are alike?
A little bit, but not too much. I feel like when you're downtown Miami, a lot of people are really focused on like material wealth.
Yeah.
Like, because all the Lamborghinis, all the American bags, all the gold diggers, all the fucking plastic surgery, BBLs,
content creators.
People are there to try to have like a. They all worry about physical image. Like they're not caring about what's going inside, like what your characteristics are, like what do you bring in the table other than materialistic stuff. So
your girl can't want better for herself, or you feel like there's a limit?
I feel like a woman has to sit there and know what she wants to prioritize, whether it's somebody that has things going for themselves internally, where they know about self-love and they know how to be independent, they don't need nobody, and then there's other people who are like, they try to fill a void by having money coming in from all the places, doing the wrong things, being immoral, like just doing a lot of nasty work, a lot of fucking
6 minutes in, and I forgot to tell them how we know each other from your perspective. They're probably wondering, who the fuck is this? So tell them from your perspective how we know each other.
Okay, so I know Divine way back from middle school. UIM days.
2000.
Shit, we too old. We too old to even
2007, 2008, and 2008, 2009, and 2007, 8, and 9. Yep.
But the thing is, like, I knew him, but we didn't really talk or hang around or anything. And then when we went to high school,
that's when
me and this nigga were
not always, really speaking.
We were always way at the bus stop. So then,
I remember.
That's kind of like how we started talking more, and then we had more mutual friends after getting to know each other more, and then we just.
And like you became friends with John and them. After high school?
Nah, I knew John in middle school because John was such a wild kid. He was, this nigga will be cursing out these old, fragile ladies. And I was like, this little innocent kid. That's my guy.
We used to have class together. We was in class together. We had class 6th grade and 7th grade, I think, together. And in high school, we only had one class, math, together.
I used to look at John like, this nigga's crazy. He's over here cursing out the little, this lady's about to die, and this nigga's like,
we used to be crying, laughing every day
together, we used to torture them fucking
You never had
teachers.
class with him?
Not with John, but I'll tell you a funny story. I don't know, you remember that history teacher? He was like bald.
Where, in high school or middle school?
No, middle school. There was a picture of him in Facebook when he's going down a roller coaster.
No, I think I know who you're talking about. He has glasses? No, he's not.
He was a bald white dude.
But what about him? I don't remember.
Bro, kids used to. I think I seen him break a clipboard.
I remember Mr. Ramirez.
Think I seen him break a clipboard like 10 times in his whole life. He'll get angry, he'll go, and then break it in half.
And then what? Y'all would just sit there like.
I was just sitting in the back. I was just be in the back like, this man's about to punch one of these little kids.
You remember any of your teachers? Like the names?
I just know one.
Who?
And that's probably because she was the baddie of the school.
In middle school?
In middle school.
Who?
Mrs. Lynn.
Miss Lynn, right?
Miss Lynn. Her thumb was weird as fuck, but I said...
I forgot what she looked like, but I know who you're talking about.
She is some
I know the name, but I forgot what she talking about.
Definitely, like, blue eyes. I don't remember. It's been so long ago. But I remember one day...
Miss Andino.
That sounds familiar.
Miss Andino?
All I remember...
Lisette and Angel's
mom. Yeah.
Miss Andino had
the ultimate trio.
Miss Andino had the buns. It's crazy because back then we was into that. Like, why we into ass? And we like,
you know why?
10, 11, 12.
I bet when we were that age,
and we looking at grown women.
Niggas was looking at porn at that age, and that's kind of like why in the future. Mm-hmm. Certain men, I conclude this for myself, started having problems in relationships.
Why?
Because I felt like
you wasn't satisfied in your relationship?
No. Since I was looking at all these promiscuous women with like these big lids, a fat ass, a fat titties, I felt like when I went out to the real world and I got older, I was looking through that lens of like just.
We're looking at big ass and titties in 7th, 8th grade, and then we're gonna go to school the next day and look at girls with bare cups.
I mean, there's some
ass.
There was some.
Nah, they had some bodies on them.
There's some.
That's crazy when you think about it.
Some girls growing up, they look. They're 14, but then they body be looking like fucking 18, 19, 20. So it's really ridiculous. Like your genes. At the end of the day.
But yeah, we met each other in middle school. We got cooler in high school, and then college. I mean, after high school,
I was just
we
like,
started getting closer.
I was just like really like.
You never really went to those parties I used to go to, right?
I've been to a little bit of La Familia parties like that, but
No, I'm talking about like right after high school.
after high school. I know I've seen you
Like
after
with
high
Dima,
school.
I don't know if you know who that is.
That sounds so familiar.
Dima?
Dima.
I remember he threw a party in his crib and it got shut down. That was a crazy party.
I've definitely seen you. We've definitely gone to.
But yeah, La
how
Familia
about,
too.
nigga, right?
Yeah,
This is like, oh man.
Right here, yeah.
That one.
That was.
He took the cake.
You know what's crazy? I don't remember you that day.
Nah,
we spoke about it in that
nah.
video.
Yo,
Yeah.
that shit was.
You want to say the story? Go
funny,
ahead.
bro.
Say the story. I really don't.
Bro,
care.
it's Halloween.
This is when, like, in the beginning of La Familia.
It was Halloween. We threw a Halloween party. I forgot this girl's name. Ruby
threw a house party.
Ruby was
because her parents left somewhere on vacation or something.
Ruby was low key a baddie.
Yeah, she loved that.
We there, we vibing, everybody's having fun.
Packed house.
Niggas just throwing themselves up the stairs.
It's packed. It's like Project X. Project X. I'm DJ. I'm playing.
This man was dressed as a baseball player.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what the fuck I was dressed up as. I
don't think you was dressed up as anything.
I probably had a little something. I don't even know. I'll be forgetting.
Mask or some shit.
Probably. All I remember, bro.
You know how it started though? Say your side. I'll tell you how it happened.
All I remember, this is from, because you know how it started. I was the sidelines looking at everything happen, but basically, all I see is you talking to this girl and like this
short girl.
She had I don't know if she had like a nurse outfit or like a red outfit. All I see is Divine going to the bathroom with this bitch. And next thing you know, all you hear was this nigga's baseball belt clinking on the sink. And all you hear me is like, dying.
All right, so this is how it happened. So I'm literally downstairs. I'm in a corner looking at everybody. I use my phone. And then all I see is a hand grab me. I look up and I'm being dragged upstairs. When I get upstairs,
she was right.
She literally put me in the bathroom, closed the door, and just basically told me to fuck her. So I started doing what I was doing, did what I had to do. Shit happened, and people kept knocking on the door because they needed to use the bathroom. And I'm like, bro, what are y'all doing? Like, I'm busy, occupied. And then eventually I left, and then that's when we was all in, I think, whose room was that? Somebody's room.
It was
her brother
her
or
dad's or her parents' room.
So we was in her parents' room. It was like 6 of us in the bed, and then we was all just laying there. And then you was dying, laughing.
There's a video. I actually have a video.
Yeah, you have it. I know you showed me.
Yeah.
And you was dying laughing.
I forgot her name. The short one, Ruby's friend. She was Spanish.
Natalia?
No, the other one.
Emily?
Emily. Yeah, she recorded it. And she sent me the video.
And you was dying laughing.
I was dying laughter so hard that it made everybody in the room die.
Everybody was laughing because you was laughing. And I don't know why was that so funny?
Because I was dying. It was one of those laughs where it's like you don't have no more air in your stomach, so you sound like a fucking deflating balloon.
But I'm trying to figure out why was me getting some cheeks funny to you?
I think it was because of how young we were and how
stupid, right?
How
I was like,
different. And it was just like
that's crazy.
Niggas was like, ain't no way. Niggas getting freaky in the bathroom right now.
So we gonna transition. So let them know a little bit about you. Age, whatever. I don't know if you're real secretive, but
this is gonna be a first time storytelling. I mean, to be honest, why I came and did this whole thing.
Why did you do this?
Because I'm not trying to promote anything. What I really am trying to do this year, I'm trying to get myself out there. I'm trying to get comfortable with social media. I'm trying to get comfortable with putting my face out there, and I'm pretty much ready to start like setting up my journey and putting it online. So I want I want myself to start getting used to posting myself online and not really giving a fuck about what other people got to say or how I feel that I'm going to feel if people look at me a certain way. But in reality, bro, like all the
you
success,
feel that way?
all the success that I want to achieve in my life, I feel like that's always been an obstacle of mine where I felt like I didn't start soon enough, and I felt like by not starting enough, I started giving myself excuses like on why I didn't start. Like for example, I didn't start because I didn't have an iPhone. I didn't start because I felt this way. So I said, fuck that, bro. Divine was a really good like motivator in the sense of just like, yo, let's do this, do this film. And I said, you know what? When he first proposed it to me, I was a little like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do it. And I said, nah, this is not how I'm going to change my life. This is not how I'm going out. This is not how I'm going to elevate. This is definitely a stepping stone on being more comfortable with putting myself out there.
But why do you feel that way? Because you don't come off as the type of person to care.
And it's funny because everybody says that, bro. Whenever I go outside, it's just like, oh,
you a fraud? You faking it?
You don't seem like the nervous type. You don't look like you have social anxiety. You don't look like, you like this tall. Listen, I'll tell you this right now. At the end of the day, if you're a nigga that's 6'3" and over and you look good and you know you look good and you got a job and you got this going for you, the only reason why you're not putting yourself out there and getting the things that you want is all self-doubt. All self-doubt. And that's one thing that I've always dealt with all my life. And I don't know if it's because of how I grew up. I don't know if it's because of the failures and the stuff that I've been through, but none of that shit matters when you're trying to be
self-doubt. What though? Like you don't want to be judged? Are you scared to tell your story? Are you scared to get people to understand who you are, know you? What? Self-doubt what?
I think for a long time, I just felt like I couldn't do it. I just felt like...
Because a lot of people, their issue is that they don't want to expose too much or they don't want to be judged.
Yeah, that's one thing that people have to be mindful of too. And that's why I think taking the time, as long as I took it now to finally take action, I feel like I have a lot more of a wiser way of presenting myself. I feel like if I would have gone up on the screen like at 21 or 20,
it'd be over.
I would have definitely, I probably would have definitely said some things that I would probably look back on and be like, maybe I shouldn't have presented myself in that way. So that is why I feel like
my first podcast versus now, I was way more now I'm more like chill. But...
And then also another thing is just like, right, when like for the ages of like when you're getting out of high school and stuff, and you know how people, like for example, rappers, they have so much like things in story, like a storyline of so many incidents and so many events that they happen in their life. And I just felt like, yo, bro, if I started music or I started any video production, I just felt like I didn't have enough like clips in my entire life to kind of reiterate and to do storytelling with. So I feel like now that I've been through so much shit and I've been...
What you mean clips? You talking about like...
I'm talking about like just like life shit. Like
you wasn't doing anything back then?
Nah, I got fucking stories for days now, but
yeah,
I just felt like at a young age, I feel like I didn't really have... I felt like I needed more to tell, more to go through, more to experience in order to be like as knowledgeable as I am now. Because a lot of people, like, I feel like that's what they lack. I feel like they lack experience.
Yeah.
So I feel like I was just waiting to get enough experience so to confidently get out there and then promote or say whatever it is that I want to identify as.
So if you had to go back in time, would you just start and figure it out along the way, or would you just do it now like how you're doing it now?
I feel like...
Because you have more experience now.
I feel like for the majority of people, it would have benefited everyone if they just start right away.
Yeah.
I feel like with me, my problem is that I have I overthink a lot. So I wanted to kind of like, because of the overthinking, it leads to like a perfectionist type of mindset. So it's like the reason why I overthink is because I want to make sure when I do something that I do it in a perfect manner. But that's not the reality of it. The reality is like life, you're not just perfect at living through life. You have to experience a lot more in order to learn how to like maneuver yourself and then kind of do the right plays. So I just felt like that's it could be an excuse why it started so late, but I felt like it was
I was the opposite when it came to me. You know, I've been doing content creation for a long time, and in my head I just said, just do it.
Yeah,
I went through so many phases of content creation. I didn't have any scripts before. Now I got scripts. I used to just wing it. I used to have to borrow phones. I used to have all these crazy. I barely had a tripod. I would have to put my phone against like a table or something in the back, and then put it there, and then stand a certain way so people can see me. Like, I went through a lot of things. So imagine if I would have waited until now to start, or like just even filming and stuff. I didn't know how to do voiceovers. I didn't know how to do any of that. So imagine if I would have waited. And that's what I would recommend everybody. Just do it. I always say, just do it now. Figure it out.
Yeah, I feel like you learn a lot quicker and you gain a lot more of the experience that you actually need when you just do it.
Just do it.
Like, especially, for example, now I'm working this job that I had the opportunity to work for many months, and I never took it because I was low-key a little scared. I was scared of the fact that I didn't think I was going to be able to handle the responsibility. Now, I took a leap of faith. I said, fuck it, let me go and let me try giving it the best that I have. And 8 months to the future, everyone loves me at work. I'm making double than what I made last year. So I'm and this is stuff that I set before even going in here. I'm like, look, I made this amount of money last year. I'm gonna make double that amount this year, and I'm living proof of it right now. So it was really like, it's to me, it's crazy that I was such in a scarcity point where I was like, I don't think I can handle all that.
Yeah.
And then I did it, and then I saw so many people congratulating me, and so many people thanking me, and so many people giving me such good energy because of how responsible I am at my work duties. And I'm just really glad that I took the opportunity. And I think that goes for everybody. If you're afraid of doing something that you're pursuing, I say just put the fear aside and just get to it and just do it, because you're not going to know if something is for you until you really give it your all. So that's really the best message that I got out here to give to you guys. It's just like, believe in yourself. And when you don't believe in yourself, just go ahead and do it like you do believe in yourself. Because once you reach that point where you were successful at doing that, you just look back and be like, yo,
I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I started.
I didn't think I was gonna be able to do that shit.
And look how far I made it.
And I did it. And now I get paid more money. People love me. And I'm just building connections and doing things the right way. And that was a very big thing.
I'm happy for you.
That was a very big thing.
Now, when it comes to being a man, right, and leveling up and growing, do you feel like you're at the peak?
Hell no. I feel like
you just scratched the surface.
Bro, I just scratched the surface. Hell no.
You know, we're not even in our prime yet.
Oh my God, bro.
Our prime is like 35, 40, 45. We're not even there yet. We got like 6-7 years.
Bro, we're getting close to our 30s, and I'm over here panicking. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, I'm not rich. I told myself when I was 20, I told myself when I was 18 that I was gonna be a millionaire by 21. I'm 28. Well, I'm 27.
I'm older than you?
Yeah. You guys were always a year older than me. I was like a grade below you guys.
For real?
Yeah. The thing is that it's so funny because
in middle school, then how were we in the same middle school?
Because you were a grade higher than me. Yo,
you didn't come in when we came in?
Nah. And you know what's so funny? That's always happened throughout my whole life.
Everybody thought you was on the same.
That I was the same age. And let me tell you, that's how I got my first girlfriend in high school. Because
you was younger.
She thought I was a senior, and I was a fucking freshman.
That's crazy.
And she thought I was a senior, so
how long y'all dated?
My manipulated ass was like, yeah, I'm a senior too. I just transferred to so and so.
I just transferred from UIM. What's UIM?
Bro, I was some freshman, young, fresh meat out. Everybody thought she was a baddie, so I'm gonna say she was a baddie. She was a baddie.
Yeah.
Then everything went downhill when my first report card came in.
You showed her?
No, she saw it. I left it on like my table in my room, and she goes, "Why does it say you're in 9th grade?"
9th grade.
I was like,
That's crazy.
I was like, fuck, there's no way.
How can you back out of that?
I said, I'm a freshman.
I've been in high school.
Literally.
She walked out?
Nah, she stood over the night. Then she went home the next day. Then
literally
the next day after, she's like, we need to have a talk.
That's crazy.
Again, we was on the Westchester train station, And we wait for the train to come, and she's already telling me like, "Yo, listen, like."
Where you lived at that point?
I always lived around this area, but I think at that time I was living in Yonkers because I remember.
God damn, you went to Lehman from Yonkers?
Yo, that was a big thing that kind of like added to my stress levels. Cause look, my family moved to Yonkers, and they were already telling me like I had to look for a school in Yonkers to go to, but I was already too deep into the whole Lehman.
You was a freshman.
Whatever the fuck. But I just didn't want to be a part of Yonkers. Like I feel like I had so much going on in the Bronx, and I feel like that's when my group of friends started. So I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go to Yonkers.
Yonkers K. Yonkers is ass.
I don't know.
Wait, so how long were you and that girl together for?
Probably less than like 2 months, 3 months.
For real? That's crazy. You know, that almost happened to me. There was this girl, I think her name was Marlene. She had glasses and a fat ass. She looked good. She was a junior and I was a freshman. I went up to her. I was a brave freshman. I was just going up to girls, people, just talking to them, trying to make friends. I went up to her and I thought she looked good. And she thought I looked good. And we was talking. And then we spoke for like 2-3 days. And then I told her, she thought I was a senior. And I told her I'm a freshman. And she said, "Oh no, you too young, this and that." And we never spoke again after that. I messed it up by telling her what my actual age was. And I'm like, no, but she was back. Like I would walk in the hallways with her and people would look at me. You know, like when you walking with a girl.
Yeah.
And then you look back and niggas is looking back at you like, yo.
Yeah, that's how it was too for me.
And I'm just like, yeah, you know, I'm feeling good.
It's crazy how the dynamics work. This is why females have no business in moving like men. Because if they move like men, then you guys will be labeled as pedophile, abusive, controlling, and the list goes on. But the moment a man does it,
it's the end of the world.
The nigga could go to jail, ruin his career, ruin his savings, everything. But a girl can do all these things and live by with no penalty.
What's the youngest you will go dating? Because this is also a dating podcast. I like to ask dating questions. What's the youngest you will go? You're 27 now.
I'm 27.
A girl's in front of you.
The youngest girl I've ever dated, bro, has never been farther than like 2 or 3 years, either older or younger than me. It's never been like 18 with a 27 or 20 with 27 or 21. Nah, it's always been like, and this is just how it's just like how it's naturally happened. Like, it's always been 2 years or 2 or 3 years.
But if a girl was in front of you and you had to pick her youngest age, like what's the youngest age you would go for?
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm saying this shit straight in the camp. When I touch some money, the only qualifiable woman...
What about
now? Even now.
18?
Bro,
I say me, 18, 19.
I'm going from the ages of like 20 to 25. That's it. That's my startup line, and that's my end of line. Like, I'm not doing younger, older. That's gonna be like my sweet
2021. That's it.
No, 2025.
Oh, 2025. 20.
That's funny, and we're 2025 right now.
2025.
20 to 20.
So next year is gonna be 20 to 26. This is gonna keep going up.
So yeah,
the youngest I go, me truthfully, and I've said this many times, 18, 19. That's the youngest I go.
And then people would sit here and be like, what does a grown man have?
That shit makes no sense to me.
What does a grown man have in relations with an 18, 19? You're talking to a little girl.
Same girl's getting fucked
this
by
is
30,
this is the
40
thing. This is the thing that a lot of people don't understand. We don't care how relatable we are with you guys. Yeah, we can have a connection. We can have that chemistry. We could connect in that way.
Talk, brother,
talk. But in reality, bro, the longer you go, even as a male, female, the longer you go, the more shit you go through and the more life lessons you've been through. And at a certain point, women, especially the ones that have been single forever and then live that sexy, red, promiscuous, worldly life, those are the ones that are gonna like are gonna be hard to like reprogram, to kind of have them like, yo, listen, this is how
I
you
like
can
it. Yup.
this is how you can present yourself as somebody who respects himself. This is how you can present and behave like somebody who loves himself. This is how you self-value yourself, to show other people that you have values of your own. But a lot of girls these days, man,
I always relate it to sports.
Especially in the Bronx, bro.
Yeah.
To find a girl that has more to offer than just her body,
It's crazy. No.
it's almost like finding a fucking diamond in the street. Literally. Oh, but maybe you're looking in the wrong places, bro.
I hate when people say that. People are like, oh, it's the girls you know.
Definitely not gonna find her in the club. You're gonna have some fun in the club. You might find your one night stand. But bro, at the end of the day, I feel like you find the right girl, the girl that God sent you when you're doing the right things. Like when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, somehow, some way, God has funny ways of working.
Right.
I feel like that's how she's gonna come. I feel like my girl, bro, she's definitely gonna be a gym baddie. She's definitely gonna be a gym baddie. Why? Because
You go to the gym?
I'm a gym superstar. I'm there Monday through Friday every week. I've been doing that for years and end. So when I get with a girl that doesn't work out, the first thing that comes up to my head is like, okay, but what do you do to physically
Take care of yourself.
take care of yourself? Like, okay, you don't have to go to the gym. Maybe you do some Pilates, some Zumba, some yoga. Or
maybe go for walks.
Or maybe you're like a ballet instructor or dance instructor.
Something physical.
Something physical. Like, I know, like, and this is the important thing, that I feel like a lot of people need to spend time alone in order to identify what they're looking for in a partner.
Everybody? Man and woman?
Everybody, bro. Everybody needs to be alone, bro. Like, I tell you why a lot of people can be alone, because the human experience, like, we're our most, like, fulfilled when we have human interaction.
Yeah.
Like, you know, getting along with your coworkers, your friends, your family, like, that's a really big importance in life. And I feel like if people don't have a healthy relationship with any of those three things, you're not living a fulfilled life.
But you know how you say everybody should be alone? How long does that last? Or how long do you think that should last?
I feel like as long
years.
As this is the thing, that some people they end up being alone, and that's a good question. Like, they don't know how long they should be alone, and I think you shouldn't worry about how long you're alone for. I think you should really worry about
what you're doing,
how much love you're giving yourself. Because I feel like when you radiate such an immaculate amount of self-love, people kind of, and this is very true with females, that once you have so much amount of self-love, it starts, like, the energy starts radiating. Like, you have this fucking aura.
Yeah.
And like, if you a girl that have that same type of self-love for yourself, you would, like, literally pick it up right away. Now, somebody that hates themselves, they're not gonna see that this nigga got his shit going on internally.
Mm-hmm.
They're just gonna be thinking like, okay, he doesn't have X, Y, and Z, that he can't be X, Y, and Z. But
he has a Samsung.
But exactly. So,
what's your type?
I don't really have a type, but I would say this, like, my next girl, she's definitely gonna be like
athletic, gym baddie.
Any girl that I've been with, and, like, really been with for years, and I can say this confidently, every girl that I've been with for more than 1 year, she's always been, like, in my eyes, like a 9 or a 10. Because every time I used to go out with them, either to a restaurant or walk in the park, people always complimented, like, how we look like models, or we look like superstars and stuff like that. So I it's not that I always try. That's what I want. Like, I want, in the end goal, I want the baddest bitch. I want the most amount of money. I want my whole family to be taken care of. I want all my friends to be fucking jacked, rich, handsome. I want the highest echelon of everything that's possible within my circle.
Everything in your life is maxed out.
Pretty much. You know, there's a point of where people want to settle. Like, it's okay to settle once you kind of, like, reach that top where you feel like you could look back and be proud of yourself. That's when I feel like you can settle. But then once you get in the routine of success, you realize that there's no such thing as just like, you just want to keep climbing. You want to keep climbing. You want to keep climbing.
So you don't think that there's a point where it's like, okay, let me chill?
I feel like my point of chilling is when I'm spending time with family. I think that's the only time people should be able to chill is when they're spending time with family. I feel like the only time you don't get to chill is when you're trying to work and get ahead and get to the next level of life. Like I feel like as a man, like your responsibility, and I hate throwing this word around, but it is true. Like as a man, we're supposed to provide like the utmost of everything with everybody that we're with. But the thing is, it's like girls these days, they expect a man to provide literally every little thing and not help.
And they don't do anything.
Not help build the man to be what they want them to be. Like a lot of girls want guys that are already pre-made. Like first of all, if I reach to where I need to reach to, and you never help me, like you really have no. You're say.
Getting a certain treatment.
Yeah, like and like you have no say at all on like
how you live your life,
like how I live my life or how I do it. Now I get it. If I knew you and you've been through thick and thin with me, then I could consider you
a little bit more remorse.
Exactly, but
what is it that you're gonna be doing? Cheating? You think cheating is alright? Exercising your options?
Nah, I feel like the modern day, some women have accepted the fact that I guess that they say that all men cheat, so they're okay with like certain guys cheating. But me personally, like I'm too much into believing in energy and karma, and I already dealt with enough females that would be like, oh yeah, you can go ahead and
do XYZ with XYZ.
Just make sure you're wearing a condom.
Just make sure you wear XYZ.
I go fuck a bitch with a condom. I tell them,
and they mad.
And then they sad and crying. And they go fucking another nigga raw.
But do they leave you though? Do they stay?
This is the thing with my prior relationships. They don't do neither. They're just there.
They're just there.
They're just there until they realize that I'm not giving them any more energy. So they try to catch me at my sweetest time.
Wait, you took a girl back after she cheated?
I wouldn't say took back. I took more like tolerated. Okay. More like tolerated.
Why is that?
I just felt like when we met, we were just fucking around. So I know she was fucking whatever and I was fucking whatever. And then as years went by, we got used to that. But then she wanted a relationship. And I said, nah, you too much of a hoe.
She lived with you?
Nah, she never lived with me. But she used to come over like almost every weekend. So, yeah, she wanted to be my girl.
Exclusive, be your girl.
I feel like this is why females like me, because I'm like, bitch, you a hoe.
You keep it real with them.
Like, yeah, I keep it real with them. And it either goes this way. They either appreciate it or they leave their mouth open and they're like in disbelief. Like, I never understood why any female...
They leave their mouth open and you just put the dick inside. And they don't leave.
It has happened many times, but like, yeah, it's just like...
So would you recommend that all men just be brutally honest with women? Intentions, what they want, all that? Or is there a certain game you have to play?
The way I want to do it, I just want to be transparent, but... I feel like, I don't know, you have to find the right one to be transparent with, because a lot of these little girls, bro, they get offended when somebody's being real. Like if I'm loyal to you, right? If I'm loyal to you and I'm like, yo, I got some urges, like I felt like stepping out.
My work wife wants
But I didn't, you know, like I didn't. And I'm telling it. Forget about it, bro. You will never hear the end of it. Oh, why you were thinking about even stepping out?
I'm not good enough.
Am I not good at this?
You're supposed to only want me and think I'm the baddest, and it's like
you go through a situation like that. A year come, you talk to that girl. She got her whole body done because of that one comment.
That's crazy.
This is why it's so important to really focus on being by yourself. Get your chicken up. Get your spiritual up. Like really, really learn who you are as a person internally, and then when you're out there in the dating game, where you're trying to find your partner, it's a lot easier to identify, because all you have to do is look back to yourself. Or you'll be like, that's some shit I wouldn't do. That's some shit I would do. That's some shit I wouldn't do. And it just becomes easier like that. But you got a whole bunch of lost souls walking around trying to find love.
They all in New York and Miami.
Nigga, at my age, I don't even feel like love is real. No? Love is a fucking scam.
You can't see yourself loving another woman?
I see myself loving another woman once I love myself enough to then see if the female that is coming to my life loves herself as much as I love myself.
You ever loved a woman before?
I feel like the reason why I'm so the reason why I have this success that I have now was of the pain
From loving someone before.
of loving people, having love for family, having love for females, having love for friends. I feel like
Wait, so you don't love anybody?
I love my mom.
You said I love my mom and me.
And myself and my close friends.
Mm.
I love a lot of people, even the kids in my school. They might not think that way. They might not think that I love all of them, but because it's not like I'm gonna go out there and be like, oh, I love you all.
Yeah.
It's more like I love you because I'm a human being and I've been at your stages of life and I know how it is and what it feels like. And
I'm gonna be transparent about something. What I went through in my last relationship, it made me real and just not even because I'm not gonna say that's the reason, but it was a stepping stone. And then everything after that, it told me how to live life in reality and how love really is. Love isn't I'm gonna do anything and everything for you, and you're the only one in it, and we're gonna be together. That's not love. That's not love. That's what we've been programmed to think it is, and then we shoot ourselves in the foot, especially as men, to think like that and be like that. Women are the ones who are supposed to think like that and feel like that. We're not supposed to think like that or feel like that. We're supposed to keep them in check with reality, but they also have this ideology and this what's that word called? This fascination and picture in their head of like rainbows and all this shit, and we're supposed to be the ones that's humble, real, and live in reality. So ever since I took all that shit out of my head, I do way better with women. I do way better with women. Life, I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. Because I just keep it real.
That's the thing.
And I just move with realism.
Because of failing relationships, it's always a learning table. It's always a learning lesson. Because I'm pretty sure everybody can relate to this. Like after you dealt with ending a relationship for many years, you kind of like think about what is it that you're gonna do in your next relationship in order for it to work out.
Hey, damn, I was like this with her, and I did everything here with this, but it didn't work out.
One question that I always ask all my friends whenever they get with a girl is, are you guys building or making anything together? Or you guys have similar hobbies? Is there something you guys do together? I feel like that's something that's very important, because I feel like if you get with somebody that doesn't like the same activities that you like or has the same passion as you do with certain things, then
it's not gonna work.
You're just gonna end up having to spend your time explaining to the other person why you like to do this so much, while the other person doesn't really understand why you like that thing so much, or it becomes a very unhappy situation. Like, yeah, it's just like, that's what I'm saying, bro. My future wife is definitely gonna be somebody who
a gym baddie.
It's gonna be a gym baddie,
TikToker
that really likes to learn and live life and likes to experience things, and is not afraid to go down new ways. Like, and I just feel like a lot of people, they're really stubborn in the way that they think and the way that they do things. I be killing myself in my head thinking that I want to do the same shit over and over again. Like, if you're doing the right thing, don't get me wrong, you get fulfilled most of the time doing what you're supposed to be doing, but sometimes you feel like accustomed, and when you get accustomed to things, you start getting comfortable, and when you get comfortable, you start feeling like there's no struggle. And I feel like struggle and learning and hardship, that's what kind of builds your character and kind of makes you more mature as you get older.
That's a fact.
So a lot of people out here, bro, they need to cut that shit out. They need to cut love out their head. They need to cut that partying shit out their head. They need to just.
We used to do a lot of that.
Yo, OD. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's why. And that's just. That's why I'm not even like, yo.
We used to do
I hate when I see a female going out drinking every fucking weekend.
Yeah, that shit disgusting.
Like, summertime, I might be a little more like inclined to be like, okay, but you gotta at least been at the gym Monday through Friday, spending your fucking asshole. Not being on some lazy shit, and you're like, oh, I want to go drink this weekend. Oh, and then the next week comes, oh, I want to drink this. Nah, hell no.
Oh,
that is a quick recipe.
The 1942 fucked me up last night. Shit like that.
There's a girl right now in my DMs. Like, I'm not with her. I don't do anything with this girl. And I'm like, let me guess, you drinking this weekend? She's like, yeah. Fuck you. Why
how,
do you?
How you know?
What like?
Oh, because you posted the last.
This is what you do every weekend, and then you're wondering why niggas ain't shit and you can't find your man, bitch, because nobody wants a fucking bitch that's drinking all the time like some bum in the street.
It's bad. It's too much.
People need to cultivate their energy. They need to.
We really did that.
And this is something that I'm doing with my internal group.
Yeah.
We're doing retention where we're just like, one of my boys, he's about to be 60 days in of not fucking, and for like the guy who doesn't get women, that's like regular. Like, yeah, I go days without, not really, because y'all be in the backseat jerking your dick off for fucking God knows how long. But with my group, with my guys, niggas that I know that we've been in many relationships, we've gotten many beautiful women. Like, we're in a same mentality where we're just like not trying to fuck anything. We're not trying to look at porn. We're not.
They said yesterday.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like the least numbered right now in my group. I got like 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
I got 2 weeks.
When y'all started?
I don't know if you know his name, but my boy Abra, he started around like January.
Of not having sex or no porn?
Like not having.
Me, I'm trying to cut off porn. Sex, I'm doing that. Me,
porn is not. There's only one guy in my group that has that problem with the porn, but he hasn't. He's like 30 days in, he hasn't watched anything, and I've been cut that shit off because I'm like.
You don't like porn no more?
After the type of women that I've been with, imagine grabbing those girls from porn and then actually being in a relationship.
That's fire.
That's fire, nigga. It's fire.
You said being in a relationship? No, yeah, I'm talking about like grabbing them and
fucking them is fun at all. But then when you start thinking about being with them and dealing with them in long term, oh hell no, nigga.
It's not worth it being in a relationship.
Oh my god.
For me, when I have sons, I'm going to tell them, do not do it. Stay single as long as you can. You know what's the
funniest shit about this, right? Let's say you get yourself a highly promiscuous girl. She has a lot of body count. She knows how to suck dick. She knows how to fuck.
Okay.
Yo, you can go outside, bro, and really be like a normal, sane person, like not flirting with girls, not in the slightest. Yo, I can look the direction of a woman. They'll smack you, or they'll be like, I can't believe he was looking at that girl. And in my head, I'm like,
you a hoe.
No, not even like,
okay,
you're a hoe. Like, I already know you're a hoe. But, yo, you wilding right now. Like, you just smacked me because you thought I looked at another female. Like,
did you?
Bro, when I'm with a female, like, that I'm sexually involved with,
mm-hmm.
I don't entertain other women. I don't.
You know what's crazy? I'm like that too.
But I've gotten accused of doing that shit, and I'm just like, nah. This is deeper. This is deep. This is not my fault. This is literally
them.
Her. Like, and it's crazy, bro, because it's just like those girls, bro, that you see out there with the big lips,
mm-hmm.
with the fake like the crazy fake lashes, with the BBLs, those are the most insecure bitches you will ever meet in your fucking life. Like you were so insecure that you had to literally put some ass and titties,
make them bigger.
Where I would have and I'm speaking for all men and all men who have the right mindset. If you would have just went to the gym,
it would have took a while though,
and gained just like the slightest meter of booty gains, I would have been more attracted to that than the bitch I went and got somebody worked on.
I be seeing that shit at the gym, bro, and I be looking, I'm like, yo, what's the point of being here? What's the point?
Then the craziest shit, then you got the girls that are born genetically gifted, that they got ass and titties, and the bitches never seen a gym in their life.
They never.
And then they're still talking about, I want to get a BBL, I want to get a breast lift. I'm like, yo, you didn't even go to the gym.
That makes no sense.
And so, like, your true potential. Yeah, I went straight to the cheat code. That's the thing. Women don't. That's another like rare thing, bro. You will never see a woman like really bust her ass to get what she wants. Today's day and age of a woman busting her ass is selling her toto and her booty on OnlyFans, getting some money.
That's busting ass.
And then, yo, oh my god,
that's working hard. That's working hard. That's grinding to them. That's struggle.
Y'all wanna hear my
building your OnlyFans
you
from
wanna
up.
You wanna hear the top motivator of this year that came out of some bitch's mouth?
What happened?
She said,
I gotta clean this car. Go ahead. What happened?
She said, "Oh, you a brokey. You need to get your money up." And at the time, this girl didn't like. She worked a regular job. She really didn't have any money. So when she came back to converse and interact, I noticed that she had like a lump sum of money, and I'm like, she didn't want to tell me how she got the money, but later on, like a week or two after I found out how she got all that money, and then she was clowning me for working a normal, legal, honorable job, something that people would appreciate all around the world and respect. She stood there and was like, "Oh, you broke. You need to get your money up."
Bitches be selling ass, titties,
bro,
and talking
I'm making double than what I made last year, and all of a sudden you started selling your pussy online, and then you're gonna talk to me about
get your money up,
getting my money up.
It's bad out there, man. It's bad out there. Good luck, man. Good luck.
Good luck to the fucking
good luck
Sims.
out there. That's all
good
I
luck
say.
To the Sims that
this is my signature.
They tolerate that shit, bro.
This is my signature right here. When I hear information, I go like this and I say, "Good luck." Good luck out there.
There ain't no more luck with me, bro. This is
done?
straight. This is straight. Like
I say, you done? You tapped out?
I see it. I either want to be a part of it or not.
I see it.
Out of it.
I go a that away.
Yeah.
I see it and I go a that away.
I'm about myself, bro. I'm focusing on me until the focus is on. Yeah, focus on yourself until the focus is on you.
Yup.
That's the best fucking analogy I can give.
That's what I use, because I think I heard Russ say it, and I've seen it in a couple Instagram posts. Work so hard until no introductions needed. At least for me as a content creator. And then you say you're doing content. You got a PC, right?
Yeah, I just built my first PC. That's kind of like why I built it, for streaming and start video editing and putting all these things.
You have a page or anything you want to shout out?
I don't have a page yet, but I will have in a very soon future.
I'll support it and I'll tag it and I'll share it whenever it
it's
comes
funny
out.
Too, bro, because right, you're saying that to me now, and then the janitor today at school, he's like, "Yo, when we're gonna get that page running?" I was like, "Damn, God is speaking to me in many
forms,
many ways and forms." And look, yo, never judge a book by its cover. This new janitor that started working in my school, thought he was just some regular guy, third world country guy coming to work as a janitor. I got to talk with him for a little bit. He goes, "Yo, bro, I make more money on my TikTok than I make in my 2 jobs together."
That's crazy.
And I would have never expected that nigga to make that amount of money. Never.
You would expect him to do TikToks?
I was just thinking he was just a regular janitor nigga.
Does he look like he do TikToks?
He don't look like he do TikToks.
That's crazy.
That's even crazy. You would see that man on the street, you would think he was a bum.
I'm dead.
You would think he was a bum. But when he showed me how he did his shit, I was like, nah, bro, there's no fucking reason why I'm not making $10,000 a month.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta start.
And you know what's funny, Divine? Like, to make $10,000 a month is really like level 1.
Mm-hmm. That's the scary part.
For us, we're like, yo, we had that money, that shit would be life changing.
That's the scary part. That's level 1.
There's people making
20, 30, 40, 50,000 a month. That's crazy.
The people that I'm trying to involve myself with, they're making $80K to $120K a month.
Soon you'll be up there? Soon?
The number one drive that people wonder why they're not making that much money is their why. Why am I not there? Why am I doing it? Why is it so important? You get those things situated,
you good?
I promise you. But the thing is, like, right, you can find the answer to all those things, but it's the discipline. It's the discipline of like constantly having to remind yourself what your whys are, is what's really gonna keep you on the same path.
You know what's crazy? I'm posting a podcast that I did by myself before this one, so I'm gonna upload it this week, and then I'm gonna post this one probably next week, right? And your why, you just spoke about why. Mm-hmm. I literally made the podcast episode yesterday or 2 days ago explaining why and how I got my car. You know how I got my car? I'll say a little bit here. I got my car because there was this girl I went out with that I had on Instagram. This was around 2020. and the pandemic, everything was over. The stimmy checks ran out, and I had to get a job, and I was trying for like a year. I was trying, no luck. There was this girl that I was messing with, and I tried to mess with her. We would talk for like 6-7 days, and then we finally went on a date. When I went on a date with her, I didn't have a crib, I didn't have a car, lived with my parents. It was just bad, and it was in the summer, hot, blazing. We was walking around the block.
We all been there.
Yep, just walking in the street. So then, she stopped talking to me after that. My phone wasn't connected. I was just down bad. But I had enough to pay for the date. It was cheap. It was like $50-$60. Pay for the date. Cool. The next day, they didn't call me, nothing. Because most girls usually call. You know, they talk to you while they going home. Or, I had a nice time, whatever. They didn't talk to me that day. They didn't talk to me the next day. And I just couldn't take it. I said, what the fuck is going on? I called her. Talking to me. Not crazy, but like, she was so sweet and nice throughout that whole week. And then after the day, I was like, yo, what's up? I'm like, damn, why she talk to me like that? So then she basically, I'm busy doing something, whatever. I was like, all right, cool, take care, call me later. Hung up, never spoke to her again. That next day, the same day or the next day, I saw that she was posting on her story with her in a car. She wasn't showing the nigga, because you know how girls are when they with people they know. Hey, me, us, whatever, tagging them and shit. So she was only posting the passenger side. And I'm just like, yeah, she with a nigga. And then that's when I told myself, I gotta do better. And that shit literally motivated me to get a car. A whole year and a half, bro, grinding. Everything was going to my savings, separate, nothing. I didn't party, I didn't go out, I didn't do shit. Everything was going away to the savings to get a car. And then I got my car. Now, I'm that guy that be picking shorties up or like going places and doing things. And
so you say that you got a car to
not because of that specifically, but that helped because drugs,
because I'll tell you, I had a situation where I had niggas hating on me that I would get girls, but I didn't have a car. So there was a lot of petty situation where where
the nigga with the car was losing to a nigga that was walking.
The nigga with the car was trying his hardest to bag bitches, and I'm over here walking the street with fucking any money in my pocket, slanging dick.
That's crazy.
And I'm just like, this is what it. This is what I'm saying, bro. As a man, like there is a point where you need to have your shit together, and then there's a point where you have to realize that you need some game, you need some internal charisma that all your if all your materialistic shit doesn't work, that you're still able to grab somebody's attention towards they like you for who you are.
There's something about you.
That's the number one thing that I'm very cautious now, especially now that I'm making more money and I'm gonna be making a whole lot of money as I get older. I'm gonna be very, very, very watching where I'm noticing that people only like me because of what I have.
What you have, yeah.
You have to really have an eye out for that, because the moment when you don't have nothing, the same way those materialistic things come in, the same people will go. So that's why I've cherished my small group of friends, because I know at the end of the day, whether I become rich or poor, them niggas is always gonna be there. So it's like not everybody's gonna be like that. So you really want to find people that are not gonna value you because of what you have, but really about who you are.
That's why I appreciate the people in my life too, and the people that support me and all that, because I've been thinking to myself,
bro. Ever since I seen you starting your shirt, bro, I was always there. Like even when you first started making shirts, this nigga made shirts. I think that was like I think that was the first. I think that was like one of your first things that you
my first business thing.
Yeah, you started printing out shirts. I think I bought a shirt and a sweater from this nigga.
Yeah,
and I was
you still have it?
These bitches took it. These bitches take all, bro, my closet, literally.
Gone.
The only reason why I have to do clothes shopping is because I'll shop for a good amount of clothes, and then little by little, girls just start grabbing shit from my room.
You open your fucking closet, and it's like, what the hell? There's nothing in here.
I'm like, yo, where's my favorite sweater?
Where's my clothes?
Hell no.
Where's my clothes? There's nothing in here.
Bro.
That's crazy. And then especially because you tall, girls love big oversized stuff on them. So that's crazy. Yeah, I appreciate that though.
I'm never seen in no girl sweater.
I mean, nigga, look how big we are.
I'm about to get a girl with
a crop top.
Yeah, right?
Just wear that shit anyway. Like, I don't care. I'm taking something.
Oh man.
But that's the end of this episode. Is there anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to say?
All I have to say is, yo, believe me.
What are your plans like with the Twitch? Like, what would you be? What are you gonna be?
No.
No, not yet.
So I first need to build an audience. I need to build a page. I have pretty much an idea where I want to go. I think I'm gonna be like in the wellness niche. So I'm either gonna be posting like gym content or pretty much like self-improvement, like either physical or mental content. So I really want to be all around about like overall wellness, like improvement, trying to like elevate people, and then trying to just build a big audience within that. I could make it funny, I can make it serious. I'm gonna have a mixture of both, where it's like it could be a place where people can laugh together, but also people can work hard together and know what shit is that they're supposed to be doing to get ahead in life.
Like build a community of people who want to level up.
So I want to build a community of people that really want to level up, get people out of bad situations, and don't like take life serious, but don't take it too serious. Like be serious in the sense of like what you want to achieve and what you want to get, but then don't be so serious that if somebody tramples upon you, you want to kill them. Like, no, like just like have a positive attitude. Like be charismatic. Be a person that, you know, can people have a laugh around, or can take a joke, or, you know, don't get offended too easily. And I just feel like that's the community that I want to build and be around. And then from there on, that's what I'm gonna lead.
That's fine.
Take lead on. So
that's what's up. I actually want to ask you this before we close out. How often do you hang out with people? Like, how often do you have fun? Say, what is that? Let's hang out.
I get a lot of. Let me put this out there. I get a lot of people that want to hang out with me on the weekends all the time.
The last time I saw you was John's birthday.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't. As of not even recently, as of a couple months, probably a year, I just don't. The more you start like being on your own path, the more you realize that you can't really relate to a lot of people.
Yeah,
like
that's a fact.
Like when you start working on your own craft, a lot of the times explaining it to the ordinary person who don't got shit going on for their life, it kind of seems like
pointless.
Like pointless. Like the information you gave them didn't even resonate or register. So I believe that.
So basically, none.
I feel like the people that are gonna make me rich, the people that are gonna elevate me, the way that I'm gonna get the support that I'm gonna want, it's not gonna be the people that I know. It's gonna be the people that I outsource myself to. So that is gonna be obviously the internet, and that's gonna be the crowd of people that I'm going to attract. And I just feel like that's the way to go about it. Like, look, like a good advice that I gave my friend. He's looking up on how to make your own clothing brand. And I said, bro, worry about getting content out first and really projecting the type of people that you want in your community. And then once you build your following, then you can start thinking about like selling products. And because now you'll have like a supporting community that's going to back you up on whatever you try to promote. So if people are struggling with that, I think that would be like the best recommendation I could give you. Build your own personal brand first, and then after your personal brand starts popping off, then start thinking about selling your own products and selling your own courses or whatever it is. Yeah. And then you'll see a lot of great profit. But again, at the end of the day, it's about believing in yourself, believing in the right things, doing what's going to elevate others. Like that's one big dream of mine, and I feel like that's where a lot of people lose their purpose. You know, when I was 21, my favorite question to ask people were like, what is your purpose in life? And a lot of people didn't know how to fucking answer that question. Like, and I found that funny because when I started asking people those questions, it kind of gave me an idea of how lost or found you were. And I knew me, like, at a young age, bro, even as a kid, growing in the Dominican Republic, seeing so many people be less fortunate and be on the street, I always just wanted to give and help the less fortunate people. And I felt like that's when I was like the most fulfilled, when I felt like I can help somebody that really needed the help. So
when you ask somebody that question and they don't know how to answer it, do you look at them differently? Or is it mostly like...
Nah, I kind of see them
get it.
I see them as like, you got a lot of work to do, buddy.
So you're not looking at them as like pathetic, useless.
Nah, I never seen somebody. I never look at other people like they're better than me or less than me. I think everybody is the same, in the sense of like we all live in a human body.
Mhm.
We all have a brain, eyes, and ears. We all have the same tools God give us, and it's up to you to really create the life that you want. And it's just like some
Absolutely.
people don't believe it that way. People feel like they're born into the wrong families, or they're born into the wrong country, world, place, whatever the case may be. But I'm here to tell you, bro, you can change all of that by the way you think and the work that you do.
That's a fact. Well, that's it. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me here, bro. I felt like...
Look, remember we spoke about starting? Look at my setup. What's my setup right now?
This is gonna be a historical moment of the first video when I fucking first started putting myself out there. And I'm gonna look at this.
Look at the setup.
I'm gonna be looking at this man and be like, yo, you know.
Look at the setup though. It's a car.
That's all you.
It's a fucking phone mount. Some mics from Amazon.
You start off small
and then you grow
to end up big.
Watch, you're gonna see me in the studio soon. My own shit. I'm gonna own it. You'll see.
Nah.
Watch. We going.
You keep going the way you're going, bro. You're gonna have everything that you want, bro.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Follow Brian on Instagram. I'm gonna put your everything.
Brian_OB, but
Bry, all that.
B-Right.
See you next episode. Let's get it. So
I know the truth is hard to